Hi, thanks for joining me for Take It to the Next Level Tuesday. Today I want to talk about how to teach your class with determination. And when I see that happen correctly to the right instructors, and that switch changes where they go from just teaching their class to teaching with determination, their class not only becomes a class that people want to go to on a somewhat regular basis, it becomes the class that they put on their calendar regularly and they won't miss for the world. So I just noticed that in the past year or so, that this is really what helps instructors extremely succeed. And what I mean by that is kind of 4 different things. So the number one thing that I see the very best instructors who teach with determination is their ability to teach with voice inflection, and the correct kind of voice inflection. So what I mean by that is if you don't have any voice inflection, you tend to sound kind of like a very monotone instructor. So, okay, we're going to take one leg back, bring the knee down, stand it up, bring that leg forward. Or there's instructors who speak in questions the whole time. Okay, now maybe let's take the leg back. I think we'll bend the knee and then we'll straighten the leg and we'll bring the leg forward. Again, it's a lot of descriptive. It's almost like they're telling themselves what to do as they're doing it, instead of really concisely keeping the class as efficient and useful as possible to their participants, and that's adding value to the class. So voice inflection, I would say a good example of that would be, we are going to do a lunge now. Step your right leg back, bend your right knee, bring it back up, bring that leg forward. So speaking in more of, I don't want to say like a drill sergeant type of speak, but they're very concise. And actually even in the beginning of that cue, I said, now we are going to, or I led up to the move. It's not necessary to do that as well. So I tend to do that in my classes. It's something I'm really working on. So instead of doing that, saying lunge, step the left leg back, bend the left knee, stand it up tall, bring that leg forward, options. So what I would say is the order of telling your class what to do is, number 1, saying the exercise. So along with voice inflection, it's the order of what you say and when you say it and how you say it. So saying it in that kind of more commanding and determined voice, speaking from the exercise to the modifications, and then going into specifics. So a lot of the time I tend to see people not even start the exercise, but go, okay, we're going to do a lunge now. And what I tend to see people do is when they step their leg back, their knee comes in or it goes out. We want to make sure that the weight is distributed evenly between our feet and we're standing upright. So I'm wasting their time just talking about the exercise. Majority of people are going to know what a lunge is. Majority of people are going to know what a push-up is. Say the name of the exercise first, then go into the modifications and the details, so that those are the people who are ready to just go for it and know what's happening. Then they can just get into the position and go. So we're not wasting their time. So naming the exercise, giving the modifications, and then adding what, how long are they doing it, and how many seconds or how many repetitions. So people will work harder and for longer if they know how long that they're going to be going. If you just start talking about an exercise, let's say you did everything right from lunge, we're going to step the left leg back, we're going to bend the knee, and we're going to come up. If that's too much, then we can always modify by going shallower and make sure torso is upright. We're working the front glute, so maybe wiggle the toes in the front of the leg. We're going for 30 seconds. So one of the most important cues needs to be at some point in that description of the exercise, talking about how long it's going to be, and so they can anticipate it. They know that it's going to be for a certain amount of time, and then you won't see them start to give up after 5 or 6 reps because they're wondering how many they're going to be doing, or they start failing those reps because they aren't sure what's going to happen. And just keeping it clear and concise. What takes time to do that and to be able to have that ability is confidence, and that confidence exudes in someone's voice as well. Without confidence, they start to sound monotone, or they start to sound like they're not ready for what they're going to say. So I would say that's what's really helped me in teaching, is I've practiced multiple times. I've gone to classes, really listened to their cues, and I've also known and tried to plan in my class plan. So not just the exercises are written down, I know what I'm going to say. I know what images I'm going to use. I know what I might see and what they need to work on while we're going. And that's what's helped me be more confident as an instructor. It helped with my cueing. And then I would 100% recommend practicing and actually filming yourself practicing or filming your class. No one's going to mind if you tell them that it's just for your own knowledge. You're not going to be sharing it with anyone else. But I can't tell you enough how much you'll learn from just filming yourself. And I've really learned a lot from filming myself as well. So speak with voice inflection, speak with determination, find the order that you want to speak about certain exercises in, write down exactly what you're going to say, maybe even practice it, and be as confident as you can, and understand really what is your purpose as an instructor in that class. If someone wants to do their own choreography, their own thing, then that's fine, but we want to make sure that the people who are taking our class are understanding that you are the leader. Whenever voting in class is another big thing, you are the leader, you're in charge, and speak with determination, teach with determination, and the participants will feel your determination to make them better as students and as healthy as you possibly can. Thank you for joining me.